Salute. How y'all doing? My name is DerrickWilliams. Shout out and respect due to my newest subscribers. Jamaican Kim, congratulations on crossing the 200 subscriber plateau. Bang Time Pool. And last but certainly not least, I had a chance to meet her last evening on our Brooke Valentine's live Shades 2. Thank you for connecting with me, and I will be connecting with you. Well, I am connected with you, I should say. And so I'm going to be seeing you around YouTube. This is Champagne. Brown Girl Bella by Shannon B. This is Our Daily Red. It's an organic wine. No sugar, no sulfite, no hangover. Either one of these is good with the females. After a few drinks, they ain't gonna say no. You feel me? You want to caress, edify, protect, and make a woman feel comfortable. What, quote, so-called man would strike a woman? Let's talk about it.
I'm not used to letting go. Once in my past, I told myself I'll never lose control. But you're not to blame, so please don't ever change. And forgive me if I hesitate. Over and over again, I'm scared to lose. Over and over again, that's why I'm asking you. Can I give you my love? Can I give you my love? If I give it to you, can I give it back? Oh, can I give it back?
From the year 2005, LBRY, she's gorgeous. As I said, salute. How y'all doing? I'm DerrickWilliams. The title of this presentation will be called Domestic Abuse, My Take. And I'm just one man in the comment section on YouTube. I saw a video yesterday by new YouTube channel members, Hot Air, and they were speaking about domestic violence. A few weeks ago, I was getting on my way to work, and a young lady was outside banging on a car. As it turns out, she was having an issue with her man, and because she was fair-skinned, you can see her eyes bloodshot, looked like he tried to choke her out. I let her use my phone, actually. This is 2 weeks ago, and everything I love is this is actually happened a few weeks ago. I let her use my phone to call 911. Obviously, I'm on my way to work, so I didn't find out the resolution of the young lady's situation. But I was walking away from her, and I said, well, he struck you. Now, if you go back to him after he strikes you, you are responsible for your teeth getting knocked out, not him, because you gave him a second chance. A lot of times you hear this word provoke. Stephen A. Smith from ESPN used the word, and he got in trouble. He ended up with his tail between his legs. He had to end up issuing an apology for simply speaking what is. I didn't agree with that, and I think Stephen A. lost a lot of cool points in that capitulation. But you got to get your money, and he in media, so you know how that worked. Ray Rice absolutely railroaded former Baltimore Ravens sensation. Chad Ochocinco, you can make the argument that yes, he lost his cool. And you find this with a lot of so-called alpha men. A man is as he carries himself, not what he says he is. All right? And so, to me, A lot of times you hear all these so-called alpha males. They are some of the most ignorant, the most violent, unreasonable creatures out here. But yet and still they're men. And you see a lot of them, particularly on YouTube, always using this alpha male thing. And they're some of the most, again, some of the most egregious animals out here. Women, when you see people, men like this, run. All right? A man is as he conducts himself. All right. Now, there may be some truth in the fact that someone can provoke you. When you're around people all the time, you kind of know what ticks them off and all of that. But at the same time, it's not worth you losing, getting fired from work, being arrested, things like that, because you lost your cool because somebody said something. Last time I checked, sticks and stones break bones, not words. But be that as it may, as I tape this and as you watch it, sadly, somebody in America, some woman in America is being beaten. And I'm quite sure in some rare cases, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I'm quite sure in some cases, some men are being abused by women. All right? So as sure as we walk this earth, men and women are going to always have these problems. I would say to any woman, the same thing I tell my daughter. If a man calls you out of your name, red flag. If a man disrespects you in front of others, red flags. If he grabs you, red flag. If he strikes you, 15 red flags. And I understand, maybe the sex is good. He made you say, ooh, there's something to be said about that. Maybe he's paying the bills. There's something to be said about that. Maybe he gives good sex, gives money, and take care of the kids, but is disrespectful to you. So you will look over these things. Still, red flags. My mother was a domestic violence victim, and there's nowhere else to go but down. You end up eventually losing your life. Luckily, my mama got out, but there are many women who aren't so lucky. And so this is not so necessarily a response video to hot air. This is the people I'm referencing. Obviously, this is not a response video to them per se. But I don't think I've ever made a domestic violence video before. Well, you know what? I take that back. Actually, I did with regards to Nature Boy, some animal boy named Nature Boy, and what may or may not have been going on in his little cult. But either way you look at it, it's not good. I have this wine and this champagne. Your job is to lay a woman down and make her feel like she is the only one on earth. You will have problems, yes indeed, but that does not mean you're supposed to strike a woman. If you feel that you have to strike a woman, I would say walk away. I have never struck one. Anytime I've ever had a problem with a woman, I've always said in different comment sections, girls grow on trees. You will never see me arguing over no sex, difference of opinion, none of that. Just go get another one, because it's just not worth it. And so that's pretty much my take on it. So again, any woman that going through this here, I think you should seek help immediately and get away from that situation, because a lot of times it ends up very bad for the woman, and the guy ends up in jail more often than not. This is not a good combination at all. And so, what can I say? With women, can't live with them, can't live without them, and all this other stuff. But the last thing you want to do is put your hands on one. It'll never be that. When I put my hands on a woman, best believe it's for seductive purposes only. All y'all take care. Greenville, Mississippi, till I die.